What's going on, y'all? This is Mike Brown, and I just wanted to say thank you for tuning into the show. You know, y'all are here for me every week, getting me through these times, and I just wanted y'all to know that I'm here for y'all in whatever way you need. Please feel free to reach out on the social media, through email. Get in touch with me. I'm here for y'all. Know that none of us are going through this alone. Also, I just created a Patreon, so if y'all would like to subscribe to the Patreon, please do. I would love the support. Thank you so much. This is The Art of Letting Go.
Yo, what up? This is Mike Brown, and this is The Art of Letting Go. Today, I got a special guest in the building. Man, I've been knowing this dude for a really long time, probably since had to be 2006 maybe. Because I moved, because I moved to New Orleans in 2004. Katrina was 2005, so maybe 2006. But
definitely,
we started out doing street promotions. You started your own label, Fly Tracks.
Man, I found the business card maybe a month ago. I was dying laughing.
Hey man, and on some real shit, you was one of them first people that really believed in just Mike Brown, man, and what I was doing and beats. So just whatever the fuck I had going on at the time.
Man, you was getting a lot of late nights, man. You ain't a lot of late nights with us too. Definitely.
Yeah, man. You mind introducing yourself to the people?
Oh man, it's creative director, Major Mook, man. What's going on?
Man, not too much. Shit, how are you doing today?
I'm blessed, man. I'm super blessed. I was looking forward to sitting down and chatting with you, man. The damn housekeeper came and we'd get out at 8:30, so I went to made a Whole Foods run and all that stuff so she can do her thing, just to come back and see stuff that I felt like she ain't do. So I had to send that email out hey, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, the morning's good, man. About to start everything off right today.
That's what's
Survive
up, man.
the storm, of course.
Yeah, man. I'm glad y'all safe out there.
Yeah, man. It's a storm every other week out here right now, man. Hurricane. I need to stop saying storm. It's a hurricane every other week, bro. It's crazy.
That's crazy. I thought the season was over, about the end or something.
Yeah, right around, it's we had that tipping point where it's almost over, but it's still here. I think they got a rumor saying that the other one's coming next week or some crap. So yeah, man, it's nuts. It's nuts, bro. It's nuts. We've been dodging them, though.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah. How's that West Coast treating you, man? Like we were saying before, man, I'm definitely missing that West Coast, brother.
Man,
I'm definitely missing that West Coast.
It's dope, man. I still love it out here, and I think moving again has kind of made it feel new to me again. So I feel like I just got back out here.
Nice.
I moved out to the Valley.
Yeah, you telling me.
Got back out here in June in Hollywood, so it's just man, it feel like I'm back in LA again.
That's nice. That's nice. Yeah. How often do you go to Westwood?
Shit,
not often, that was my little spot. That was my little weekend spot, man. I used to go to Dee Reese and stuff.
Okay, over there by UCLA,
yeah, right by USA there, the PJs and stuff, the In and Out. Yeah. That was my little weekend date spot there, man. Get those dollar cookie joints with the ice cream. Yeah, that was my spot, man.
That's what's up.
Out there just trying to figure it out. I was out there trying to figure it out, man.
Man, I don't know. I don't know if that's ever gonna stop. I don't know if it's ever gonna stop figuring it out.
Yeah, real talk. Every day, man. Every day. But yeah, man, what's up?
Man, I feel like it's been a really long time since we've just chopped it up, because I know I moved out of New Orleans in 2009, and I feel like we ran into each other once in Houston. You was with Raj on a gig, and then I saw you last time I was in New Orleans. At that restaurant.
Quick little 5 seconds. Yeah.
But man, what has your life been like since then? I mean, I know you was definitely heavy in just the music scene out there, but how have things been since? Like from 2009 to maybe 2012, how were things?
Man, Well, I mean, I guess the cliche answer would be just a lot of ups and downs, but definitely a lot of ups and downs. To be as transparent as possible. Yeah, like right around the time you left, the music business was still kind of booming. Not internet. So during that time, it was a lot of work down here, and that's kind of when I made my mark with the music and everything. We kind of held the keys to the city at that time, all the way maybe to like 14, 15, But when this internet kicked in, man, and other things, and me becoming a family man and stuff like that, during that time, uh, everything kind of stopped for me for the most part. I kind of had to like mentally figure it out, you know. And that's when I might have took a couple steps back with everything. But taking steps back, I still was making a lot of bad decisions in life during that time, because you're taking steps back, but you're still trying to keep up at the same time, and that's a real bad mix. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure things out, but yet still look like you got it figured out. That was like I spent like maybe 4 years of that. But outside of that, man, I think around 2018 is when I really kind of caught my mojo again, and started doing the independent music thing again, and just opening up other different companies and just trying to create more. And life's been good these last 12 months, man. It's been really
That's
good.
what's up.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Man, what was that moment of like self-realization for you? Like what was that moment that made everything switch?
Man, it's crazy that you asked that, because the moment for me, I think would be where most would look from the outside and see me sitting on a high horse during this time of my life. New crib, new whips, new everything and looking good. But that's when the mental had really kind of broke down the most. And that's kind of odd. You would think the mental would break down when, you're struggling and trying to figure things out. But mine, I guess hitting that, what I thought was the mountaintop of success and happiness. I guess when I got to the top of that mountain and sat down up there, I realized how lonely it is right there, and how I was, and and all of the dark things started to sink in then. And that's when I really made a 360 really with everything, during that time. And with that time came a lot of hardship once I made that decision. But we out of the hardship now, man, and we're in a better spot. So I think when I hit the top of the pinnacle is when I realized that shit's real, and I wasn't, where I wanted to be. So man, that's exactly when it happened.
That's what's up, man. And just sitting here with you, like you just feel a lot more peaceful, man, because like as you talking, I'm thinking about what like how I remembered you, and to an extent, like you were an asshole, but you were also like very serious and passionate about the shit you was doing, and you was always a loner too, man.
A lot of people don't know that, man. A lot. You are one of the few that knew that. I never really did the big crowd thing. And just always, man, the always try to take a strip from who I thought was the heroes in the games, and thought you kind of always had to be firm and stern, and just we was accomplishing a lot, Mike, when we was rolling. I don't know if you really know, man, we was doing a lot at our age, and not being able to really enjoy because you was so, like you said, I was so focused on tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? To where, man, that breaks you down after a while. I think I earned every grade I got, man. I earned every last one of them, man. Every last grade I got, I earned, brother. No sleep, just running and just trying to take over the world one day at a time, man. But
man.
It's so much peaceful now, bro. It's so much peaceful now, man.
And when you say that, man, like just thinking about like how young we were, like that's kind of a wild mentality to be in.
Yeah.
Because like when I think about those times, like I really wanted to be the man at that time. And it was like, nigga, you only like 20. You know what I'm saying? Right. And when I look back, it hindered me from like having the opportunity to connect with people like Greg.
Yeah.
I mean, we were connected, but even like really connecting with you on a level like this, because like, I don't know, it's different in the South, man. Like everybody just wanna be the big dog.
Yeah. To add to that, I know we're gonna get to the book, but to add to that, I did the launch last week, like the I guess the book signing, but it was more of a event, a Q&A, and me just talking, and that was one of the key things I said about not meeting. I think the last year and a half, man, with finding, I guess, considered the new me or the peace, man, I think I've met more genuine friends now within like a year and a half, bro, than I did in like the last 8 years.
I can believe it.
Like I found myself enjoying a room, going like tonight, me. Literally tonight I'm going to a house party, like with one of, someone I know. I would have never went, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and just really enjoying myself, I really enjoyed the company of people, man, this last year and a half more than any time, and I say that at my event. That's why when you said that, it like kind of hit home, we was trying so much to be so much that where we was, declining all kind of growth.
We were boys being led by boys.
Real talk.
Oh, yeah. Like, and that's no diss to nobody, but it's just like the mentality. On some young shit. I will say the one dude that always like, man, Raj was just, and probably still is to this day, but like Raj, just the way he was disciplined and like just the way he carried himself even back then, like it was very mature. And back then, like,
we weren't trying to hear that shit.
Yeah, I wasn't. I just wasn't trying to be connected to that. I was trying to be connected to the chains and shit like that. But in my adult life, like I feel very Raj smooth in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Raj is a special cat. And I think that's why we roll so much together, because I learned how to not take the traits I hate about him, but take the traits I love about him. You know what I'm saying? And and I mean, he's just a special cat. He's gonna always be our OG, our mentor. You know what I'm saying? No matter what field we do, we're gonna always keep some of those lessons he taught. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. And he just always was like very sure of himself, and just like just the way he carried himself was just looking back, I'm like, man, Raj was very dope.
It don't matter. It don't matter how many jokes we kick about that gear. He was about to go blow them. He refresh. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like a perfect example. He was comfortable in his own skin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. And like, I mean, we're talking. It took us, myself. It took me years to get there. Yeah. To get comfortable in my own skin.
But man, I wanted, because you mentioned the book, I wanted to get into the book, The Major Laws.
Oh yeah, man.
And the first question,
thanks for purchasing that, man.
Absolutely.
I that to you, man. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Man, I definitely wanted to support. And what's so crazy is I'm not a big reader.
Yeah,
I read this book.
I'll be shocked to hear you say that, though, man. Yeah, I'm surprised you're not a big reader.
I read, but I don't finish. But
you know what I'm saying? You got the whole little reading, little uniform.
It's a part. It's a part of the aesthetic. It's just a part of the aesthetic. But man, I read this book in a day, and I'm not bullshitting you. Like I literally sat on the bed and I just read, and it just moved me. It was an easy read, but it spoke to me in a language that I understood. So I appreciate you for writing it, and I congratulate you for doing it.
Oh, appreciate that, man. I mean, you said, you've been knowing me for a while. I mean, me writing a book is nuts, right?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And just like I said, just from the place that it was written from is, like I said, granted, I'm here, you there, and we haven't been in touch the whole time on the journey. The journey is still very connected, man.
Yeah, man. And definitely.
It's dope to like grow, but also see people that are growing at the same pace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
definitely, man.
It's cool, man. Because sometimes, like for me, I could be doing so much that I could feel completely disconnected from everything of the past.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I've built so much in the present. So the past almost feels like a disconnection, but to have somebody like you or like somebody from back home that's, still like in that mindset of just growing and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, man,
man.
like, okay, I'm not out here alone. I'm not out here tripping. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I appreciate that, man.
No, I appreciate. Yeah, I appreciate you with that. That was definitely. I don't use the word hard because it was a release, but that was definitely one of the most intense things I ever done. You know what I'm saying? That was real intense. Every time typing words on that, it was like you about to open this door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a door that nobody knows. Like, yeah. So that was a lot. That it was definitely a lot. It was definitely enjoyable, but it was a lot. Definitely.
Yeah. I got one question that just popped in my mind.
What you got?
Before I get to the book. But man, I really want to know, how was the process of letting go of your old self, like letting go of who you thought Mook was to becoming who Mook is today?
I think the hardest part of the process, how can I use this metaphorically? The hardest part of the process was literally like, let's say you want to go to the DMV or something. The hardest part of going to the DMV is what? In your mind, getting in a car just to go there. Because you know that line is going to be, and then when you get there, you're right there like maybe 35 minutes top. So you're like, so for me, I say that to say the hardest part for me was looking in the mirror and stripping down everything that I thought that I was. You know what I'm saying? So once I became pretty much butt naked in that moment, being a visionary or being true to self, you know what the process is going to be. So you know the ups and downs. Like if you're, we're visionary, so we know it's like you making a beat or me writing. Like you know where the finish line's at. So the process was easy. It was all about me getting up and going to the mirror to start the process. Yeah, that was the most difficult thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, because once I was butt naked, it was like, all right, God, it's your turn now, man. I'm gonna follow this. This breadcrumb that you're leaving, and I know if I do it this way or whatever we got, I'm gonna be good. So let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it done. So yeah, the process was super easy. It was just getting to that mirror. It was just getting in the car, driving to that DMV. That was the hardest part.
Yeah, man.
Like once I got out the car, it was like, oh, they got like 4 people in line. All right, I'm good now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but just going is the toughest part ever. And that's why I went once again at the event when people ask, what advice you like, that's something that no one can give. Like you can't give no one that advice. Like they just have to be ready to go to that mirror. So once I was ready to go to it, because it was always in the back of my mind, even like before you left, it was always in the back of my mind, doing this, doing that, unhappiness, trying to fake it, whatever, like. But hey, man, it finally was time to, to walk to that mirror,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was it.
Like as you talking, like I'm like so much stuff for me is coming up of like just that time of my life living in New Orleans, because I feel like not that I blocked a lot of it out of my mind, but it's just I don't think about it no more, because I used to live in that mindset of like comparing myself to who I was and like who I thought I was supposed to be and shit like that, and like not truly just allowing myself to just be, but also like looking at like just the way I used to like overcompensate and shit. Like I didn't want people to see who I was and my soul. So it's like, look at my shoes, look at my clothes. Look at this BBC hoodie. Like, don't look at me. Don't recognize me. Don't recognize Mike Brown. Recognize these Jordans I got on my feet. That's crazy.
Yes, it's super crazy. That's how can I word that? That was me, but not to say that, but I feel like you're still that. I feel like that wasn't you for as the material things, because I think you just always like dope shit.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like me and you the only ones on the earth.
That's true.
Like, yo, let's go to the mall, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But I understand what you're saying. And I think mine was different. I think mine was what you said earlier, just the cockiness, the verbalness. Me. I don't know if children watch it not, but me want to always smack some motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the part that I was trying to front on. You know what I'm saying? Just that anger that I was so quick to try to release. You know, like I'm always want to be fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. And that's
what
what I was gonna say. Like, I think what I realized, like once I came into myself, is like, yes, the clothes are fresh.
Right.
I'm what's making them fresh, because another nigga can have the same outfit.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah,
It ain't me in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's what I really had to realize, because I was thinking like, you know, it's the Jordans, it's this, it's that.
Yeah.
But not also recognizing like, nigga is looking dope because it's on you, because of who, and not because of nothing but who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I got on glasses. You know?
Yeah, that's a great way of looking at it. That's a good way of looking at it.
I feel good. Like, when I see myself in glasses, sometimes I'll be like, damn, like,
you
that nigga. And this is not supposed to be cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Really defining what cool is to us is dope. And shit.
Yeah, man.
What's cool to you right now?
That's a great question, man. Me and someone was texting the other day about things like that, man. Honestly, being cool to me is, you know, I know how the Instagram may be looking, and you know, of course, we want to be fresh and we want to motivate, and we want to always look like we got things going on, man. But the coolest thing for me is someone, you know, seeing me and giving me the cliche topic of, oh yeah, he's dope. He looks, but the kids, man, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, having the kids in school and picking them up or bringing them whenever I can, and just, you know, like being that cool ass dad now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, yeah, like I can go to a college party, but still have my, you know, still be the dad at the same time.
Right.
You know, that part is really the most peacefulness that I get, you know, like just living just that full life now, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, you know, learning how to be a family man now, or learning how to be a better father, and just a better friend. Like I said, like, you know, being able to go in rooms now and literally have great conversation and enjoy it with people I may know or may not know, like that is like the coolest shit in the world to me now. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know, always keeping my ears open for advice, and now accepting this OG term and, you know, giving advice. You know, before, you know, you should talk, but now, like, I really see people really want the advice for real, you know, and it feels good for me to be able to, you know, to do consulting with a lot of people. You know, a lot of it be free of charge, just meeting with certain 24 to 28-year-old that's trying to create something or branding something, and we really just sit there at the coffee shop, and I'm just giving them, you know, all the dope ideas that I can, man. I think that's just where I'm at now, in life, and it's so enjoyable, you know. Like, it's just really enjoyable to kind of, I guess, pass the baton type of thing. Yeah. And man, it's been really good. It's been really dope. I've been enjoying it.
I mean, you were a dad when I was out there, but like, what is it like now, managing like just the work-life balance? Like, how do you balance it?
Man, I promise I'm not lying when I keep saying I was just talking about that. Like, but my close, like my I know guys will say best friend, but like my best friend last night, man, he was running it. You know, Darius, the one that lives in New York, I used to always tell you about. He I just released the a vintage coffee is like my new lifestyle brand.
Okay.
And and it's where the book comes from. I'm slowly but surely trying to back away from the We Major thing, and just kind of do everything through vintage coffee, far as in a lifestyle consultant, everything. And he was just calling to compliment me on the campaign that we ran with the shirts and everything. And he's a very successful black man in New York, but he still was like, bro, how you have time to do all this?
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I don't know, man. I think once again, that's where them gray hairs come in at, man. You know, it's my brain just don't really rest too much. You know, I'm learning that I need to sleep, you know, and I still try to get my 45-minute workout in four times a week. So, I mean, you're a creator, Mike. We just roll, man. You know, we just roll, and like I say, just inserting the kids in the daily routine or the weekend routine, like it just makes it easier, you know. Like I don't have to drop them off to go run to a video shoot no more. Like all the things we create, I can do it right in this room while they're in the other room, you know. So
that's real.
You know, like just and just learning that the I guess the biggest, I think the best phrase of 2020 I've learned, and I just feel like it pierced my heart the most was my time is my inventory. So, so just using my time wisely from creative to working to that, and, to being a good boyfriend, whatever situation is, like my time is very valuable. And I just feel like I try to do something great with each minute of the day. I just try to do something great in one of those departments. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Yeah.
I feel that. What advice would you give to fathers that are, being parents and chasing their dreams at the same time?
That's a good one there, man. You definitely got to put the family first. But you also got to give yourself a progress report. I think that helps me a lot too. Give yourself a 3-month checklist, and include them in it. If your kids are old enough to have conversations with you, let them know where daddy's at now. And if I do, I'm at 60% right here. So hey, in July I might be at 80, y'all. This and that, or your girl, or if it's a woman, your boy, whatever the situation may be, whoever your spouse is. Just keeping them updated on your creating and on your progress, because the flip side of it is you might be in denial of, you might be digressing in what you're trying to do, and you may need someone to tell you or help you out with a plan B, not telling you to just shut your dream down, but sometimes things may need to get a little, you might got to remix some things, so just giving yourself checklists. Just don't be in the blind trying to do both. You kind of got to know where those pit stops are at. And that's how I was with the music, like we're still in the music. But during the pandemic, I had to realize, like I can't really try to invest a lot into an artist at this moment. Like there's no kickback right now, So
Yeah.
I have to tell, the fam, they're like, okay, I'm gonna fall back a little right now until they open doors up a little more, or until we figure out some kind of merch situation or some online attack. But as of right now, I know I can't just have the blind dream like we're gonna get signed next week. Like, dude, you can't even fly to New York right now half the time.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta just, you gotta just, your time, once again, go back to your time is your inventory. You have to really use your time wisely at, being a father, a spouse, just anything you're trying to do. Time is everything, man. Like, don't waste your time on something. Don't waste it.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I got another parent question because I don't think I told you, but I'm teaching elementary school music right now.
Well, you didn't tell. I mean, we followed each other. Yeah, I knew you was in education field. Yeah. How's that, man? That's a salute to you, man.
I appreciate that, man. It's an amazing experience. I work with pre-K through first grade, and
you got them,
but,
man.
It's kind of the foundation. So
I had to bring a belt to Supreme School the other day. His first year, man, he's killing me. I'm like, man, and he's not even that kind of dude. Like, he's like laid back, chill. But when they come to school, they're like, you got to come get him, man. He's saying no to everything, So I mean, how you deal with that type of thing? You tell a kid to, to color, and they tell you no, like, man. And it's like, how do you deal with that?
You got to give them an alternate. Like, they may want something else. You know what I mean? Like, he may not want to color. He may want to work on music. He may want to do something else.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at that.
Yeah,
that's
I was going to ask you.
Congrats on that.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, congrats on that.
Being that you've worked in music for so long, and you have kids, what do you feel like kids should be learning in music in school?
And these are kids that actually like music.
Yeah, and I mean, music? even if like, let's say when you were in elementary school, what would you feel like you would have wanted to learn as a student of music, like knowing what you know about the game now? The overall game, like from being a musician to a business or creative, like
I think the only thing that I hate. Yeah, the only thing you will hate, the only thing that I let myself down with being in music because I've always loved behind the scenes. You know that I never want to be a rapper or a singer artist, but I'm so mad, and I'm actually I think 2020 I actually been going back and forth in my brain. Once I find a window to do it, learning music. Like I want to learn how to play. You know, like I think I'm gonna start with keys or something like that. Like I think every kid should try to pick up some kind of instrument. You know, I feel like that's if they have any kind of love for it, should definitely to acting right now. So she's acting class, but the minute she said music, we're gonna do piano lessons, we're gonna do drum. Like I think all kids should know, you know what I'm saying, some kind of instrument. I think that's like that got to be foundation. You know, business part you wait later on for all that. You know what I'm saying, but right now, if you know how to make a sound, you need to be really educated on how to create that sound. You know, whether it's drums, keys.
Yeah.
You know, a violin. Like I think every kid. I'm like to the point. I feel like they need to even insert that in the class. Like fourth grade need to be some kind of, you know, music instrumental type of thing. You know,
Absolutely. I feel like music should be taught as a language.
yes,
And
yes,
I feel like
yes,
it shouldn't be taught as like some skill or some tool. Like it is a tool, but it's not a
yeah,
skill of like good or bad. I think it's like I could play a drum at you a certain way and you'll
uh,
understand what I'm saying, and you play a drum
yeah,
at me, you'll understand that shit. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
man. And that's great you say that, because I think that's gonna come. I mean, look at what Black Thought. Isn't he a professor now at I think Harvard somewhere, like one of those schools,
Yeah.
Ivy League schools, music, like it's just strictly music type thing. I think Mia X is now here in New Orleans and she's at Loyola teaching some kind of music class. So yeah, nah, it's definitely coming. I think. Yeah, I definitely think a music class. Man, and the crazy part about that when Watch Your Throne came out, I was like, yo, someone can do a class on just this album. I was
Yeah.
like, somebody should
Yeah.
do a class on Watch Your Throne album. I used to always say that, like the Jews that them guys was dropping. You know, now it's kind of normalized. Now a lot of artists are being more transparent and, you know, digging in deeper history. But that album was like, man, them dudes are really like trying to tell us, like, even just from the cover, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, I was like, this is a class. Like, this is a class. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, nah, but
Hey,
man, yeah, I think you should push the.
you know
What
what's
you say?
funny though? I feel like you would definitely be the one to teach that class though. Like
Oh, I would love to. Yeah, I would love to. Because that's all we do anyway at the house. I mean, you know, we
yeah.
run in the park.
Yeah.
We decode every single thing, man. And I drive Courtney crazy. Like, we be riding. I be like, yo, you know what he just said right there? Like, we just try to break things down, you know.
Yeah.
Nah, man, decoding music is amazing. And in the book, none of the quotes came from rap lines, but some of the quotes were definitely, you know, decoding some of what artists were saying. You know, like I would hear a line and I'll kind of write it down. You know, and of course I formed it in the ways I wanted to, but a lot of that definitely came from music and pastors sitting in services.
Yeah.
You know,
Man,
yeah,
one of my favorite chapters was, I think it was, don't compare your chapter 1 to somebody's chapter 10.
Oh yeah, man.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's chapter 10 or 13, something like that. Yeah, man.
That spoke to me, man. And
yeah.
How did you come to that realization? Because kind of going back to what we were talking about from, you know, being in our 20s and trying to compete with people that's been doing this, you know, forever. You know, like, how did you come to that realization?
Wow. Without, man, because you actually know the person.
Yeah, you don't have to say no names or nothing.
Yeah, because once again, a lot of the quotes was coming during the quarantine stages. Really just can't really go outside at all, and you know, we take our medication that we take to create and things like that. So I was on the back porch and streaming through music, and I ran across an old hip hop artist that I worked with. I think you might have sent him records back then or something like that. But and you know, I just kind of went deep thought about when we worked together and things like that. And I mean, to this day, he's still one of the most amazing artists. I one of the illest MCs I know. But I used to always say to him, bro, you got to stop. Like, all his ideas were coming from people that already made it, and like he would get frustrated and I'm like, bro, like, you don't know their process, like you don't know how many, bed posts this guy done slept in or in the car, or how many, what I'm saying, turkey sandwiches he ate before he's enjoying these steaks. Like, you don't really know his like, you're comparing where you're at to where he's at right now. Yeah. Like, and that, that definitely enabled him, disabled him, honestly. No way enabled, whatever the term is. For materialistic things, you can't really afford a house mortgage, but you try to go out there and do it instead of just, getting a roommate until you're ready, like, but your homeboy got the crib, so like you need the crib, what I'm saying, or whatever. Like, you can't compare your situations to other people's situations, what I'm saying? Like, everybody can't go, at least at the same time. Everybody can go, but not at the same time, so that was the biggest thing, man. Like, you got to know what you're at your moment, and know that, whatever you see in the other person that's exciting to you, just know that you're gonna get there at your pace.
Yeah, like really, really accepting where you at. Like, okay, I'm here. I'm here today, but that don't mean I'm gonna be here forever.
Yeah, just accepting where you're at.
Yeah, man.
Definitely, man.
What was your favorite quote out of the book?
I have two. Definitely learn to unlearn.
Okay.
That was the biggest, because that hit me, that hit me the most, just from a parenting standpoint. Being a better, boyfriend now than when I was a husband, because during the husband stage, the things I was going by off of what I was taught was fucking horrible. I mean, my OGs were bad husbands, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I'm inserting everything I learned from them into what I got going on, what I'm saying? So once again, the whole strip naked part again, looking in the mirror, knowing the process, and now knowing, okay, God, now I'm here. I'm gonna unlearn all that stuff I learned before, so now I can be fresh and go a different route. So unlearning a lot of things, man, is serious. Just because just because your father was a bad father, I mean, you gotta be a bad father. You know what I'm saying? Or just because, your family never graduated high school, don't mean you can't graduate high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, changing the narrative on a lot of things. And that was real big to me. And also the don't blame the Eskimo, blame the wolf. That was big to me. And if you read the book, the whole dialogue of the wolf, licking the blood, cutting off his own tongue. And I mean, I've done that for so many years. You know what I'm saying? Being in the wrong places and dealing with the wrong people, knowing that they're the wrong people, but only for that pleasure that you were having. You think you're having that pleasure, but man, you're literally morally, mentally killing yourself. You don't know it. You know what I'm saying? You licking your own. You think you're licking the enemy's blood or the other, but you're licking your own blood. You're killing yourself. You're ripping your tongue off every day, every time you creeping out to go do something crazy that you're not supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like you're secretly killing yourself, and not knowing it. So once I was able to really face that and realize, like, I can't get mad at any bad luck I have. That's where the Eskimo come in at. Like, I can't get mad at a situation if I literally, fell for the bait like the wolf does. You know what I'm saying? With the knife, like, I fell for that bait. So I can't get mad at the Eskimo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can get mad at that chick that kept calling me over. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm leaving, whoever I'm with to go do that with her. Like, how can I get mad at her? You know what I'm saying? That's my decision. I made that. That's my blood I'm licking. So, those two are my favorite too. Those two are definitely my favorite too.
That's what's up, man. You gonna write some more books?
I don't know, man. they definitely want me to. I don't know, man. I think I might do my Lauryn Hill JLX thing with this one, man. I might let it sit for a while, man. I might let it sit for a while, man. I definitely only because every day I still get like yourself, man. They've been out for a while, and you hit me last week with it.
Yeah.
I just got my book, boom, boom, boom. So I think, come on, baby. She was down to get in there. Let me show the world, man. It's okay. She was down again. All right, man, go, girl. Yeah, she was on that dope. But yeah, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let this one sit. But I also think in January I'm gonna do an audio for it.
Okay.
So yeah, because like you said, a lot of people they want to support. They're about all other things. Like, Mook, man, I ain't trying to read, man. You got no audio. You got no I can ride around. Like, the podcast world is in. So
yeah,
I think we're gonna give them an audio top of the year.
Okay.
Give them audio top of the year. Yeah,
That's
get over Raj and but my audio gonna have to be some kind of creative, cool way. Like, and it would just be me just reading. Like, I'm always trying to think of something, to push the envelope on it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Yeah, some acting going on, some kind of music. To make it like in the hip hop or something. But yeah, we're gonna do some kind of dope audio.
That's what's up, man.
Some kind of dope audio. That's really gonna be hard. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, man.
Man, so what's next for Mook? What's next?
Man, so much, man. Every day we just trying to get better. We definitely want the vintage coffee thing to inspire people and help people. I have a nonprofit that I'm trying to begin at the top of the year called Soul to Soul Foundation. I get the Soul to Soul from. Yeah, but we flip the Soul to Soul to, helping souls to souls. Yeah. Man. Yeah. And the music, man, is still about Zeno Moonflower. We're gonna release our first single, our second single with Miss Sade Chemical. She's an amazing artist. I think I sent it to you last night.
You did.
I sent you a record last night.
I like it, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she's amazing, man. So in the music lane, that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna all right. And we're gonna just we're just waiting for these doors to open, man. It's really, I'm trying my best to create with these doors shut, man, but it's hard, man. Once the doors open up, we're able to, hit these festivals and things like that. How hard it is to get in Jazz Fest, man. And, we landed Jazz Fest this year, man. How excited I was about that. But COVID kind of, messed that up. We was on the Moet tour last summer, Zeno, and
okay.
Yeah, so we just trying to get these festivals back up, and that's where the paper at, man. We're gonna talk,
man, it sounds like you building the doors. It don't sound like you waiting for them to open. You building them.
Oh, we trying, man. We trying. I just keep needing people like you to support, man, and let the world know what we got going on. And sky's the limit, brother. Sky's the limit, man. And I told you, man. I mean, a lot of people don't know, but hopefully you still there, man. We definitely plan on coming back to that West Coast soon, man.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be here.
Yeah, we plan on coming. I'm thinking Pasadena or something like that. We're gonna go.
Okay.
We're gonna go. Yeah, she's trying to let me know my time stamp is up or something, man. Oh man.
Man, before we get out of here, I got one more question for you.
Now, what you got, brother?
What's one piece of advice or one life lesson that you could share with the listeners?
One life lesson. Always respect your last name, because your last name is going to be here forever. That's one thing I learned this year. And what I mean by that is not in a cool way, just leave something and live with something that will make your family proud. Your loved ones proud, represent your last name to the fullest, and whatever that is, bless you. Yeah, man. Put respect on your last name, man. And, cause that's one thing, even when in marriage, you really can't change your last name. You know what I'm saying? Like your name is your name. I don't mean that from no kind of rap line. Like that's really like the real deal, yeah, man, just your last name, and always your time, always value your time. Those are two things that man, you can't get time back, and like I said, you can go to a court office and change your name as much as you want, but your legacy and your family is very important, and representing them, just knowing you're representing them every time you open your eyes. I've had to realize that I'm representing my 4 older brothers, my kids, I'm saying, my cousins, my aunts. Like I'm always representing, the foundation of what we have, as a family, as a human being. So, yeah, man, that's what I got on that one.
That's what's up, man. Where can the people find you? And let them know where to find the book too.
Yeah, man. I'm on Instagram, Vintage Mook, VINTAGEMOOK, Vintage Mook. And on, of course, Instagram is everything. So in my bio on my Instagram is the link to where you can find the book on Amazon. You can find the book at vintagecoffee37.com. And we have other products there. We have shirts and coffee mugs and bags, candles, eucalyptics. I got a new grill, like some kind of, not pronouncing everything right, but we got a lot of goodies there, man. It's a healing site, vintagecoffee37.com, and the book is on Amazon called The Major Laws, Volume 1. James Major Butler, and yeah, man, that's everything.
That's what's up, man. Man, I appreciate you coming through.
Nah, I appreciate you for let me run it with you, man. It's been a minute. Man. Yeah. We left out so many stories. They have no idea, bro. Yeah, rest in heaven, our brother Ryan, man. Me and Jaws always running it.
Yeah.
Me and Jaws always running it. He's doing great down here, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, he's doing great down there.
Sure. Well, Mook, thank you for coming through. Thank y'all for listening. It's The Art of Letting Go. Peace.
Love you, brother.
Love you too.
Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of The Art of Letting Go. If you like what you heard, please be sure to subscribe to us wherever you listen to this podcast and leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Let other people know what you think as well. If you want to get in touch with us, hit us up on all social media at The Art of Letting Go Podcast. Also, you can send me an email, theartoflettinggopodcast@gmail.com, or give us a call. Leave a message. We might play it on the show. 213-394-2773. Also, if you would like to support The Art of Letting Go, we got some really cool merch, as well as we're now on Patreon. You can find us, The Art of Letting Go Podcast. Subscribe to us. Thank you guys for listening. This is Mike Brown, and this is The Art of Letting Go.